Efendim, herkese merhabalar. Kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Hogwarts Legacy'de kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Niffler çıktı. Aa. Aha. Efendim, kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Bir Unaccepted Niffler şeyinden sonra. Arkada çok ufak bir çamaşır makinesi sesi olabilir. Maalesef 1+1 evinde masalarım ve diğer şeylerim aynı duruyor. Abi bunların olması gerekiyordu. Keşke böyle buradan istediğimiz yerden çıkabilsek ama. Ne haber kız? Gel. Ben bazen kendimin otistik olduğunu düşünüyorum. Oturup saatlerce çamaşır makinesini yüklüyor. Seviyor.
Revelio.
Oyunu biraz unutmuşum gibi davranayım da. Konuşabiliyor muyum? Deli. Deli.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster.
Görev mi var burada?
Revelio.
Rebellion alanı büyük olduğu için. Biz bu adamın odasına girebiliyor muyuz? Abi bu adamın odası açıkmış zaten. Oha. Girmişiz buraya ya. Yav. Burası. Dur bak.
Aloha Mora.
Giremediğimiz bir yerler var. Kapı açmada artık üst oto olduğum için şakırt diye açıyorum. Burada ne varmış bakalım.
Revelio.
Bu kadar mı yani bütün kilitler? Bütün kilitler bunun için miydi? Tatmin olmadım. İki parça şey saklamak için miydi bütün aksiyon ya? Bay. Hocam merhaba.
Professor,
I always have time for...
I wondered if I might...
Well, it's been what now? Time does fly because we have fun, is it? And eat
Some of...
some... If...
And that...
Precisely.
Perhaps...
Had Iris enough about my student?
I'll do my best, Professor.
You are most welcome.
Dünyanın en mean herifi. Ben. Merhabalar. İnatta da yürüyorum ama. Yılbaşı gelmiş hele. Aa. Bir dakika ben doğru yere mi gidiyorum? Evet.
Revelio.
The tower has some of the best views in the castle.
Bir şey var. Ha, tabii bunu bilmiyorsunuz siz. Şimdi bu odada ilginç bir detay var. Hemen onu söylemek istiyorum. Bu odadaki gördüğünüz her şey taş. Ama neden taş? Bakın tabloya, Medusa tablosu. Ve eğer böyle yaparsanız taşa dönüyorsunuz. Bu arada... Aa, öldük. Af! Ne? Bu arada karşımızda
Finite.
Nite biliyorsunuz bir büyü bozma şey. Çözmezsek eğer harika. Buna bakmak istemiştim. Bu odadaki her şeyin taş olmasının sebebi de o arkadaşlar. Böyle de ince bir detay vereyim size. Biz bu oyunu öyle boş beleş oynamıyoruz kardeş. Bir şey biliyoruz da konuşuyoruz abi. Bildiğim şey.
Got a peek at the prefect's box.
Şurada bir tane box var mesela. Yanlış mı girdik? Ne var elinde senin? Bir tane de şu Dandelion Keys'lerden kaldı. Onu da bir çözsem hayırlısıyla.
Revelio. Fine now then. Alohomora.
Hadi açalım. Böyle tam tur yapmadan o işleri geçiyoruz hemen ya. Çatırt diye. Çıkamazsın mercimek için onu.
A demiguise. Revelio.
Demiguise nerede be? O Demiguise biz mi göremiyoruz? La harbi Demiguise nerede lan? Ha, buradaymış. Neyse şurayı gece yapayım da haritayı. Yenilikçilik bizde. Yapalım, görev var. Allah'ım, ara 3'ü de öğrenelim de bari. Bir anlamam. Bu ne be? Böyle bu kadar böyle bir ses çıkıyor mu diye. Oyuna çıtırdan güncelleme gelmiş bu arada.
Alohomora.
Kim bağırdı?
Revelio.
Burası Alchemy Class'mış. Güzel bir asa ucu çıktı, mavi. Yerde dönüyoruz var mı? Kapı zannettim ha. Buradan girmiyorum, sonra buradan gelince benim beynim şaşırıyor. Beynim olmadığı için.
Revelio.
Ben şunu açmış mıyım ya? Açmışımdır herhalde ya, o kadar da değil. O şey, oyunu ilk bir hafta oynamadım, unutmuş gibi davranıyorum ha. Kafa attı. Hı, üçüncü hanımefendi trialımızı
Welcome back.
verecek. Merhabalar.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another
Bu arada
repository.
ayaklarım çok
They built
kuruyormuş.
drills to help with their
Annem
search.
bende de.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories
Böyle
like the
pembe
broken
çoraplar
container
var,
I found at
çikolata
Rookwood
değil mi?
Castle?
They are.
Nemlendirici
I
krem
fear we have
sürdük.
no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Ciao. Headmaster ofisine gideceğiz ha. Dördüncüde de
How will
o
I
bacım
gain access to
gelecek.
the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Bilir tabii. Fig'in bilmediği bir bok yok ki zaten. O uzaklaştırır. Biz gireriz.
Handy
ilk zaman.
resource indeed.
Abla ya. Açma kapı bebeğim. Ha. Çok özlü iksiri yapıyoruz. En sevdiğim şey. İyi makinenin sesini aldım. Makinem biraz ağırdırdı. Benim cihaz biraz ağırdırdı. Bir şey söyleyeceğim. Biz buraya gittik de Profesör Fig'in ofisi öbür tarafta. Ya abi ya. Gerçi öbür tarafta değilmiş. Neyse. Profesör Fig Bey. Fig mi? Nasıl ismi? Hocam! Gene bir bekliyor. Hocam!
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not,
Çok
it's in the
beğeneceğiniz bir
headmaster's
yerde,
office.
müdürün ofisi.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Hazırlamış zaten Profesör Fig lazım olur diye. Şimdi bir öğürtü bir kusma. Bir can yakış. Çok havalıyım.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he could
Okuldaki
convince
herkes
Black to
dikme
change his
tokatlamam yok
mind.
mu müdürüm diye.
Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Madame Kagawa Quidditch profesörü. Direkt onun ofisine mi gitmemizi istiyor? Ha, şey yasak. Cisimlenemiyoruz. Bir de onu cisimlenmek demeyelim de. Neyse tamam yürüyeceğiz. Gireyim mi
Do you have a
aranıza?
moment, Professor? I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now,
Yakalandığını
to
tadına
determine
bak.
which student gets this rather
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Bizim bir de
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment.
Thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now.
daha eğlenceli.
Do you need
birileri
something from me?
konuşuyor.
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way,
Bizimkisi gitti
Mr.
bağlıya
Weasley.
Mr. Weasley için. Çocuk için. Heh, öyle yakalarım adamı ben. Ayağını denk al.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Daha hangi profesörlerle karşılaşacağız acaba?
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Greetings evet.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
İyiyim de o bana öyle alsan doğrultma belanı.
Master.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I...
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with
Quidditch'i
pleasure.
getireceğiz.
And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Ve Quidditch geri gelir.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Şöyle bir bakanlık tarafından kısır kıvrak yakalansak da
Headmaster, I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
uğraşayım mı bu kızla? Hadi uğraşmayacağım.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you.
Professor,
Ay yakalandım.
I need to speak to you.
Nasıl yakalandım?
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Kadın çakmadıysa bizim...
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well.
Kıyamam ya.
Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Oh.
Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Polyportion geçiyor. İşte.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
Bombarda. Gracie.
Revelio.
Headmasters'ın ofisine gideceğiz. Daha önce oraya gitmiştim bu arada. Orada hiç şey yok muymuş ya? Buradan daha kapı yok.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Burası Profesör Hekat'ın odasıymış.
Revelio.
Anahtarı vardır kesin de.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Bak bak bak bak bak. Bizim içimizdeki Fransız'a bak sen hele. Hadi çık. Çık çık çık çık çık.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Beyefendi niye üzgünsün? Merhabalar, Türkiye'den çaldığınız paralarla bir bardak su vermez misiniz?
Revelio.
Uyuyan portreler. Burası level 3 mesela, bak açamıyoruz. seçmen şapka.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Kitap bulmamızı istiyor.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Bir çay içelim. Şimdi şuradaki notları çalalım.
Revelio. That must be the pedestal.
Ne? Ha, Wingelwild. Onu değil ya, şu notu istiyorum. Ana. Kitabın içine girdik. Oy.
Where am I?
Kitap.
Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Evin içinde vardır. Eve giremiyoruz. İlginç bir bölüm olma yolunda ilerliyor.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Ozan Biddle'ın hikayesi mi? Ha, bunlara görünmeden bir de kaçacağız mı? Sıçtık. Koş koşan koş.
I should have run when I could.
While we can. Eve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Burası su muhtemel. Hadi ya. Bir de şey demez mi? Ölüm. Yapma ya.
How could this happen?
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
Millet ölümden kaçıyor
Too
da.
many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Koş koş.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Ya en başından başlatırsa sinir krizi ve öfke geçiririm. Kaldığım yerden başlatırsa tamam derim. Kaldığım yerden başlat.
They're gone, for now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many.
Yok kaldığım
I
yerden
must cross
mi?
this road as fast as I can.
Yok kaldığım yer. Koş çocuğum. Çocuğum koş.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Şunun geri dönmesini bekleyeceğim. Ölüm bize bakıyor. Ne diyeceğiz şey? Ölüm buradayım
Nothing
mı
this way,
diyeceğiz?
no danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Close tight. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Buradan yukarı. Ya bu oyun korku oyunu değil de.
Now's my chance.
Ne o korku oyuna döndü?
That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Zıplayamıyoruz. Nasıl geçeceğiz?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Tam Ozan Biddle'ın hikayesi. Görünmezlik pelerini, ölümü yenmek falan filan. Tamam okey, buraya kadar okeyiz.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Mürverasa.
I've never felt such power.
Bombarda! Depulso! Bombarder.
Bu da benim çok geç öğrendiğim bir şey.
Depulso. Descendo. Potato. Defender. Bombarder. Depulso. Descender. Depulso. Potato. Defender. Bombarder. Bombarder. Bombarder. Defender. Depulso. Bombarder.
Ya bunlar niye?
Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Depulso. Depulso. Depulso. Descendo.
Milver Altay'la da ölmeyelim ya. Yazıklar oldu. Burada 1000 tane gelir.
Bombarder. Depulso. Defender. Bombarder. Depulso. Descender. Depulso. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Potato. Bombarder. Depulso. Defender. Descend.
Büyülerime ne oldu?
Bombarder. Descender. Depulso. Bombarder. Bombarder. Defender. Potato. Bombarder. Defender. Descender. Depulso. Bombarder. Depulso. Depulso. Defender. Potato. Bombarder. Defender. Descender. Bombarder. Defender. Depulso. Descender. Bombarder. Depulso. Defender. Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Bombarda!
Be.
Bombarda! Depulso! Potato! Bombarda! Bombarda! Defendo! Depulso! Bombarda! Defendo! Depulso! Bombarda! Bombarda! Defendo! Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo!
Ulan onun geldiğini bile görmedim ha.
Bombarda! Defendo! Descendo! Defendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Depulso! Descendo! Defendo!
Al beni bir böyle. Sağ ol be babacığım.
Revelio!
Şimdi diriltme taşı lazım. Diriltme taşı çıkacak.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Bunu oynayanlar da hiç adını bilmiyor. Simple Stone. Tabi.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
I can't believe she's
Dear sweet me.
We won't be the same without her.
Gitti. Kimi dirilteceğiz ama?
You found me,
Oh.
but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Aa, tamam. Chamber. Şimdi bu kadının memorisini
But there is no
izleyeceğiz.
light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Sen kafayı yemişsin kızım. Tabii ki de goblinler de bu şekilde öğrenmiş demek. Gerizekalı Izodara. Aptal. Aptal deyip elimdeki şey.
Revelio.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Efendim, bir bölümün daha sonuna geldik. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek dileğiyle. O zamana kadar kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın. Bir sonraki bölümde muhtemel 4. Trials yapacağız. Bakalım 4. Trials nasıl olacak. O zamana kadar görüşürüz.